Hi! Hello! So, for today's video, ipapakita ko sa inyo how to plot 1701Q kung ang inelect mong tax regime is 8%. Alright? Kung yung tax rate mo is 8%. So, here I have data, a sample data that covers first quarter until fourth quarter. So, you would see paano ba siya i-plot dun sa 1701Q. I-harmonize din natin pag nakatanggap ka ng 2307 from the online platform. Okay, these are just sample figures para at least you'll have an idea. Okay, ganun pala siya i-plot. Alright, for first quarter, sabihin natin na merong sales na 620, tapos i-subtract na natin yung 250, and then ito yung lalabas na income loss to date. So, ang tax due dyan is 29,608. It's advisable, it's recommended na meron ka munang Excel sheet para ilatag mo bago ka pumunta rito sa offline form. As a matter of fact, this one, though gagawin natin tong case study, meron tong kabanggang financials talaga. Ito yung working financials yan. But this is for last year, ginamit lang natin. So, yun. Okay? So, here, we go now to the platform. We fill out the tax identification number, everything. And then, we fill out, we look for ito, 1701Q versus 1701Q version 2018. I-fill up natin yon. Okay? So, assume it's first quarter. Alam ko, August, August. But we're just doing this for discussion purposes, okay? Amended return, no. Tapos, auto-populated yung iba mong details. Single proprietor, yes. And we are just going to elect yung 8%, okay? We fill out the, okay, 1980. And then, Filipino. Okay, claiming tax credit, no. And then, here's the number 16. Fill out natin yung 8%. Okay, so wala na tayong fill upan dito, 16 or 16A. Then, let's go to next. Dito, since 8% ang inelect natin, this is first quarter ha. Very important na kung anong inelect mo first quarter, it goes until end of month nung year na yon. Okay? Now, the following year, unless i-elect mo 8%, hindi ka magiging 8%. Madi-default siya sa graduated. So, very important ang election ng tax rate beginning of the tax period. Okay, so started your business July. Di July ang first time mo gagawin yung 1701Q, and then, yun, dun pa rin kung ini-elect mo 8%, okay? Pag nakalimutan mo i-elect ang 8, mapupunta ka sa graduated, okay? Now, let's go to next. So, punta tayo sa schedule 2 because that's sinasabi niya yan, 8%, okay? So, we go to our worksheet. So, 620. So, type ko na lang dito. Para 620, 105. Tapos, yan ang sales natin. Remember, sa 8%, dun ka sa net sales. O, net sales returns, allowances, and discounts. Tapos, we fill out itong number 52. Kasi, you don't have any compensation income, solely business ka talaga. So, i-elect natin ng 250. Pero kung meron kang compensation, hindi natin ito isusulat. Okay? Tapos, we receive 2307. Sample lang ito ha. Nung first quarter, nung March, na 5505. So, ilalagay natin siya saan? Dito natin siya ilalagay sa under tax credits, number, ito, creditable tax withheld per BIR form 2307 for this quarter. For this quarter, we're working on first quarter, right? So, ilalagay natin dyan yung 5505.07. Actually, ayaw ni BIR ng cents eh. Okay? So, nilagay na natin siya dyan. Now, because binawas niya yon, ang total mong babayaran is 24,103. Tingnan natin ang worksheet natin kung bangga. O, diba? Bangga siya. 24,104.40. Okay? O, bangga siya, right? So, ang gagawin mo dyan, Click save. Unahin mo save bago validate kasi pag inuuna ang validate, minsan nabubura yan. And then validate. Validation successful. Okay. Then, isasubmit mo to. You're good to go. Okay. The usual thing, prior to submission, screenshot mo to, save mo siya sa Word, wait for the confirmation from BIR. Okay. Now, let's go. For example, edit natin ha. Ngayon is second quarter naman. Okay, second quarter. Tapos, same thing, isusulat mo yon. Single proprietor, 8%. Okay. Tapos, dito, 8% pa rin. Okay, then punta ka sa next page. Ano yung income ng second quarter? Ang income ng second quarter ay, kung ano talaga yung second quarter income. Meaning April, May, June. So, ito yon. Okay? 604,521. 604,521. Okay? Tapos, yung isusulat mo pa rin yung 250,000 dyan. Second quarter. Okay? Tapos, tingnan mo yung number 57. Diba, remember last time nilagay mo yung 5505 dito sa number 58. Kasi sabi niya, for this quarter. Itong nung sinulat mong first quarter dyan, ilalagay mo siya sa 57 pagdating ng second quarter. 5505. Okay? Ito naman, next, makakatanggap ka ulit ng 2307. Okay? Ano naman tanggap mo? O, ito, April. Natanggap mo 15. So, yun na isusulat natin, 15. Okay? So, here, ang lumalabas, tingnan natin. Total tax credits. Okay? 604. Tapos, alright. Sa number 50, add total taxable income loss previous quarter. Okay? Sabi niya rito, item 51 of previous quarter. So, yung nandito sa yung last quarter natin. So, yung item 51 natin diyan is yung, if you will recall, ito yun ito yung dati nating, diba? Ito yung ni-report natin ng first quarter. Diba? Tie up tayo dyan. So, yung item 51, sa second quarter, ito yun diba? Ito yung item 51, sabi sa number 50, total taxable income or loss previous quarter, item 51 of previous quarter. Diba item 51 of previous quarter 620. So, ilalagay natin itong 621.05 sa number 50. Okay? Yung ni-report natin last quarter. 620, 105.91. Okay? So, lalabas dyan na ang total mo na due is, okay, niless mo yung, ang total cumulative income tax loss mo is 1224. Iless mo yung 250. So, lumalabas na 974,627. Okay? Tapos, ang tax due mo is 77,970. Alright? And then, ang next mo is, remember, may binayaran ka last quarter, tax payments for previous quarter. Itong 24. Diba? Total amount payable, 24,180. Ayan. Ilagay natin siya rito. 24,103. Okay. Yon. So, itong number 56, kung magkano binayad mo last quarter, itong 5505, kung magkano winitheld last quarter, itong dalawang to. Ito, yung this quarter naman. Second quarter. Okay? So, lumalabas sa babayaran mo is 56,862. Tingnan natin ang working paper natin. O, diba? So, 46,861.70. Bangga ba? Yes, 46,862. Okay. Kulayan natin. Alright. So, Ganun pa rin, save. Okay. Validate. Okay. Then, let's do third quarter. Edit natin. Third quarter. So, I hope nasusundan na. So, similar, single, 8%. Okay. Punta ko sa next. Burahin natin yung mga ito. Okay. Alright. So, let's go. So, for third quarter, ito naman na ang sale mo ng third quarter. This is July, August, September. Okay? July, August, September. So, 528, 927. 528, 927. 528, 528, 927. Alright? And then, sabi rito, total taxable income previous quarters. So, yung 51 of, number 51 ng previous quarter, this is third quarter, na lagay natin ng third quarter, right? Ayun. This is third quarter. Tapos, tingnan natin yung 51. Okay. Nung second quarter, di ba ito, 1 to 2, 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 2, 7, yun ang ilalagay natin. Kaya ito, yun ang ilalagay natin. 50, yun sa 50. 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 2, 7. Alright? Tapos 250 pa rin. Okay, 120. Now, tingnan natin dito sa tax payments of previous quarter. Magkano ba binayaran natin ng previous quarter? So, if you're going to add this, diba? 70,965. Yun ang ilalagay natin sa number 56. Ito. 70,965. Sa number 56. 70,965. Okay? Now, creditable tax withheld on previous quarter. So, ibig sabihin, yung covery ng quarter 1 and quarter 2. So, magkano ba yon? Remember, we have here yung 5505.07 plus 15. Add natin to. So, magkano? 705.07. Dito ilalagay yon. 705.07. 705 na lang. Tapos, creditable tax withheld per BIR Form 2307 for this quarter, for third quarter. So, assuming you receive third quarter, ito. Okay, date niya, September o 1/5. Sulat natin dito, 1/5. Alright? So, here you'll notice na amount na babayaran mo for third quarter is 40,000 based on 8% tax rate. Okay? Now, so, i-save natin and then validate. Okay? So, iba ang tax form for annual. We'll do it in our next video. So, hope this clarifies. Okay? Alright, thank you.